All right, yes, we are live. Do you know when Mental Health Awareness Month started in the US? Hi, y'all. Thanks so much for joining me. In less than 15 minutes, I'll be sharing with you 7 things that you can do to support those business owner friends that you have who might be in need of some support, especially some emotional support. Drop me a comment if you want to learn more. If you're listening to this on the replay, type hashtag replay. Really appreciate your support. So, I'm Dr. P. I'm a strategic business coach, and I've been a school psychologist for about 10 years in K 12 schools in the US. And I've served on professional organization committees, and I'm also a part time professor for a psychology program, right? Online psychology program at the master's level. So, I want to talk about today's topic. Do you know when Mental Health Awareness Month started in the US? Just out of curiosity. Because if you don't worry, I'm going to share it with you. And I wonder if you're just as surprised as I was about when it started. So it actually started here in the US in 1949. And I really don't know about you, but I was actually surprised to know that it started since 1949. I thought it was a more recent thing, given all of the many things historically that were going on around that time. I am actually impressed that in 1949 there was that awareness that mental health about mental health and that willingness to want to share that with others, right? So that they can become more aware about mental health challenges, issues, and the successes that people actually go through when they learn how to deal with any mental health challenges. So, yes, it started here. Mental Health Awareness Month started here in the US in 1949. Today, though, I'm not going to give you a history lesson on mental health awareness, right? I actually want to share with you 7 things that you can do to help support those business owner friends of yours who might be in need of some type of emotional support. And by the way, May is Mental Health Awareness Month. So that's another reason why I want to share about mental health awareness, right? And it's not just in the month of May. We need to be aware of the different options that are available and how we can support others who need that support in mental health, right? So you might be a business owner or you might not be a business owner, right? Or you might have friends or just one friend who is a business owner, and you are sitting down and you're seeing all that they're going through, all that they're dealing with, and you're wanting to know, hey, how can you provide them with the emotional support that they seem to need right now because of everything that they're currently dealing with, right? So again, that's why I wanted to share 7 things that you can do to help support that business owner friend in your life, or maybe even also to support you. Who knows what we're going to do, what you're going to end up doing with these 7 things, but I really want to make sure that I share them with you. So these 7 things I actually took from the National Council of Mental Well-Being through their program called Mental Health First Aid. That's the program that these 7 things were taken from. And I first learned about mental health first aid while I was still working in K 12 schools. And I thought it was a really important thing to be offering to school staff that is coming out from the government. It was coming out, that training. And it gives an opportunity to individuals who do not have any training within mental health to actually understand more about what mental health is, about mental disorders, and how you can support individuals who are going through, any type of challenges, difficulties while dealing with their mental health, right? So, like I said, I first learned about it while working in K 12 schools, but it still continues to be something to be important as I'm working with business owners. And as a part time faculty, our university actually sent out these same 7 tips and strategies to all of us who are faculty, full time and part time faculty, to share with us, things that we can do to help a friend in need, right? So it's not just for business owners, it can be for a friend in need. It's just that I want to share with you, looking at it at the business owners who are in your life, because sometimes they might be overlooked. The amount that they're dealing with might be overlooked. Or you might have been seeing things they're going through and wondering, hey, how can I end up supporting them, right? So These 7 things you can use with those business owners in your life that you're seeing are in need of that support. So, the 7 things, are you ready for them? The first one is calmness. So, being calm. So, when you're being calm, you're actually comforting your friend in a time of need. Because when you have somebody, and you know this from your own experience, when you have somebody who comes in to your life at a point in time and there's a lot of things going on and you're being hectic and you don't necessarily listen to what they're saying or even hear really what they're saying. So when your friend comes to you to share information with you, be calm when they're sharing this information with you, because they actually need that calmness. They don't need the busyness, they don't need the hecticness, they just need that calmness, because that calm presence can go so far and can help them out so very much. Then the next thing, number 2, is honesty. Encourage your Encourages your friend to trust you when you're being honest with them. I'm not saying to be mean, I'm saying being honest, because sometimes a lot of people I've found think that honesty means being mean or saying something negative. That's not true. Being honest means being honest. Sometimes it might be something negative, but you can still be honest about positive things. And when you're being honest, it actually encourages that other individual to want to talk to you about what is actually happening in their life at that point in time. And when you're being honest, also be genuine with them. Don't just seem to be nosy in their life. Be genuine with them when you're being honest. Because we all know, we can always tell when someone's being honest with us. We can always tell when somebody's being genuine with us. So if we can tell it, guess what? The person on the other side, they can tell it as well when you are not being honest with them, when you're not being genuine with them. So those are 2 things, calmness and honesty. Those are the first 2 I wanted to share with you. Then the third one is have a non-judgmental attitude. Because when you do that, it creates a safe space for your friend, to come and share information with you. Being non-judgmental means you're not criticizing your friend. You're not criticizing what they're saying to you. And you have to be aware of what you say and how you say it, right? Because they're coming to you and they're probably sharing something that's really important to them, that really means a lot, that may even be difficult for them to be sharing with you. Don't judge them for what they're sharing with you. Be calm, be honest, and be supportive. So be non-judgmental when they're sharing information with you. So those are 3. So number 4 is empathy. And I know you probably heard about being empathetic so much, especially over this past year. But empathy does go a long way, and it means a lot to the other person. So it really shows that you really care. When you're showing empathy, it shows that you really care. And you're taking time to really understand what your friend is going through, right? So you might not be a business owner, but they're coming to you and they're sharing with you all that they're going through. So just listen to them. Take time to actually listen to them and really show that you care. You can even reflect on some of the things that they've said to you, just to show them that you are truly listening to them. Do as much listening as you can so that you can put yourself in their position to understand what they're going through. I'm not saying that you're going to agree with it. I'm saying to you to understand what they're going through. Put yourself in their position. Or you might be a business owner and you're listening to them, and it could be that you've been there, you've been through that situation before. But at that point in time, don't just jump into, oh, well, you need to do this, 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 and this. Give them the opportunity to share with you what exactly they're going through, because it could be that something that they're going through is just a slightly different to what you've experienced. And the only way you can know what that slight difference is if you take the time to listen and understand what they're currently going through. Be that supportive friend for them. So on to number 5. So number 5 is resourcefulness. Give your friends ideas on where to get help, because your friend is coming to you for your advice, for your opinion, for guidance, for support, pretty much for you to tell them what you think or what they should do. And you as their friend, as a true friend, you have to realize, hey, I don't know how to completely help you, but let's help you get in the right direction. Let's see what help we can get out there to help support you. That's a lot of help in that sentence, right? But the point is you being resourceful. You might already have an idea, a resource out there that your friend can use to help them support their mental well-being that they might not even know anything about. So take that time to share with them that option, or even help them to find the resources that they need. If your friend has employee assistance program within their business, help them with understanding how to navigate that. If your friend doesn't have it but they have insurance, help them with realizing how they can go about finding that. If they don't have insurance currently because they're not at that point in their business, show them, hey, there are options out there that you can actually reach out to a mental health professional via some of the mental health apps that are out there, or the hotline in your city, in your county right now. There are resources out there that you can help them find so that they can get the help that they need. So that those are 5 of them. So number 6 is reassuring. Make your friend feel like things are going to get better, and you're reassuring them about what they're going through. And I'm not necessarily saying that everything will work out automatically, but just reassuring them that there are ways that you can do, there are actions that you can actually take so things can get better, and then help them with what that better looks like. And sometimes getting better doesn't happen automatically. It doesn't happen right away. It does take some time for that improvement to actually show. So those are 6 things. So the 7th thing, because remember I said I wanted to share 7 things. Seventh thing is be encouraging. Be encouraging. Help your friend to get the help and support they need. So remember, we mentioned about not being critical, not being judgmental, being honest with them, being genuine, having that calm demeanor, having that calm speech, showing empathy, helping to, show your resourcefulness, be reassuring. Now we're looking at encouraging, because you might get to a point where, yes, you realize your friend needs help, but they might not want to take the help. Encourage them to get the help that they need so that they can continue to grow personally and also professionally in the way that they want to and reach their goals. Be that encouraging friend. So these are 7 things that, yes, you can use them with any friend in your life that you think that can need them. But I really want you to think of those business owners, especially those small business owners, specifically those micro business owners, those individuals in your life who own their own business and they're by themselves being solo entrepreneurs, or they have a small team, less than 10, and they're going through all of these different things. When they reach out to you to have a conversation, use these 7 things to help them, to help give them that emotional support that they need. And it can help them feel less as though they're on an island by themselves, right? Because just having that conversation with you might be the first step that they're taking to reach out for help. Because remember, a lot of times people in our lives, they reach out to us to talk to us, and they reach out to us to talk to us about something that they're going through before they reach out to a mental health professional. Then there are other times when they reach out to you so that you can help them to find that mental health professional so that they can get the support that they're looking for. And sometimes your friend may actually be afraid to reach out to a mental health professional, and they want you to be there with them, as that additional support so that they can get the help that they need. So using these 7 things, you can be that amazing supportive friend, and you can share it with your other friends as well, because sometimes there might be a situation, a time when you might actually need some other friend to be giving you these 7 things to help support you. So it kind of goes both ways. So if you have some friends out there that you believe can benefit from these 7 things, share the link to this video with them so that when you need it, they have an idea of what those 7 things are. So thank you so very much for joining me. Remember, solutions plus actions equals results. I'm Dr. Priscilla Kusar with Priscilla Kusar Consulting Solutions. Bye, y'all.